Okay, guys, we thought we'd make a quick instructional video for you about today's assignment. So we're talking about the 25th, which is Tuesday, and if you need to, on the 26th, on Wednesday.
Great time to practice.
Yeah, great time to practice these things. We don't want you guys to get stressed out by any of this stuff. This is a learning process, especially when we're doing the new software thing with the Google
Maps.
The Google Maps.
Yep.
So the first thing, and what you're looking at right now, this is the first part of your assignment. So go ahead and tell them what they're looking at here, Mr. Webb.
And we're gonna, get in the habit of whatever we've been talking about. You're gonna be able to see it all written down here for class notes. So one thing we wanted to add, we talked about industry yesterday. We want to talk about textiles, just something new. And we're gonna go over this some more on Thursday, but it's just fabric, producing garments, clothing, fabric, so a shirt, jeans, anything like that. It would be the textile industry. And then we're going to be talking a lot about regions. So you heard a little bit about regions today in class. That was kind of an introduction to it. We're going to keep going over it. And if you remember from yesterday's class, we talked a little bit about direction and the compass rose. So we're going to go over the 7 regions, and you can see the map has them all by state. Then I just put another map in down below that just has the state abbreviations. And just remember, Alaska and Hawaii, those 2 states are called non-contiguous because they're not connected to the rest of the United States.
Awesome. So on this paper, Mr. Wagner, they don't actually have to do anything.
No, just review it.
You have to review it. This is a reference material, so you don't have to do anything with this. So the next thing you're going to come across in classroom, click that.
Yeah, you're going to go right to U.S. cities.
Yeah, U.S. cities online map activity. And Mr. Wagner is going to walk you through step by step how this goes. So go for it.
Go ahead. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to click on the link. And you're going to come to that series of maps. And remember, these are past maps that Mr. Dawson is going to use. You're going to go ahead and click on a new map, create a new map. And what are the 3 cities that we've covered? Because all they've got to do is work on 3 cities.
Yep. Pittsburgh, Detroit, and Chicago. Let's work on Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and that's the one we did in class. So I'm going to be typing in Pittsburgh, and you're going to see it's already going to come up. And remember, put that H on the end because we're in Pennsylvania. We learned that yesterday. So I'm going to click on it. And then when I see Pittsburgh, you're going to see you can use the features down in the lower right-hand corner here, the plus and the minus, to kind of make it bigger or smaller. Yeah. We've already kind of shown that, so we can just get into what we want to have done here.
Go ahead and hit X on this box.
Yeah,
here.
so you can get out of this box because you're in Pittsburgh.
We want to add our own marker.
Yeah, so you're going to go. Yeah. So you're going to go to the add. It's like a little balloon. Everything is kind of that feature. So you're going to hit add a marker, and let me do it again.
No, you did it. Your mouse turns into a plus sign. You see your mouse is a plus sign now. So if you click there near Pittsburgh, go ahead. There you go. You added your own marker. Now what are we going to do? We're going to title it.
We're going to put a title in. I'm going to use
Pittsburgh, PA.
So I can get rid of the .1 and just type right over it. And I'm going to put a comma and then PA, Pennsylvania. I'm going to hit save.
All right, so we've done that. We found our city. We titled it.
That's the hardest part, I think, Ms. Dawson. Now we're going to go ahead and.
In your instructions, you're going to see you have to add a couple of photos. The first photo is the city skyline. So Mr. Wagner,
So you're
click on it.
Yeah, you're going to go right to the camera icon.
And we want to go out and do a Google image search from this tab. So we'll click on the Google image search tab.
And I'm going to type in, you said skyline first. Remember, a skyline is the skyscrapers, what we drew in class. So I'm going to type in Pittsburgh skyline. I'm going to hit the question. And you've got all kinds of cool pictures here. And I'm just going to pick this one here. And this is one we used in class. And I'm going to double click it. And I'm going to hit select. And you're going to see it come up, and I'm going to just kind of drag it down a little bit. And it's right here.
You see you have a caption box there as well. And part of your instructions is to write what the city's industry is. So What's Pittsburgh known for?
Yeah, and it's known for steel. Now you're going to be making two pictures here, but just put it in the first one. So Pittsburgh, I've already put an S in here. I don't need to put in. I'm going to type in Pittsburgh, and I'm going to go ahead and put is known for its steel industry. And then I'm going to add in steel is used for what? I'm going to add that in there.
Yeah, that we need to say why that industry is important.
Yeah.
So why is the steel industry important?
Steel is important because it's used, and Mr. Eichner, what's it used for?
Steel is used for all sorts of things. It's used for other industries, for making factories, for making cars, for making boats, for making buildings.
So I'm going to put construction. If you want to say building skyscrapers, cars, construction of buildings, I'm going to just leave that there. You only need a couple. And once I have that typed in, and you can see I'm going to have, I got no there, so I'm going to just fix that spelling. Then I'm going to click save.
Cool. Now the next thing on your instructions on that Google Doc are to add another image. And this image will have to do with the industry of Pittsburgh. So let's change our Google search here to Pittsburgh industry.
And that's all you have to do is just get rid of skyline. And this one, you just need the picture and anything with smokestacks and showing a factory. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to hit select. I'm just going to save that one.
So
You know,
there it is. You hit save, and you're done with Pittsburgh. So you just come up to show them, let's go to Chicago now.
and I know it's in Illinois, so I can just kind of click on it.
Boom, it takes you right there.
Take this one out.
If you want to see where you are, you can zoom out. You can hit this minus button to see where in the country you're located.
And you can see if I keep putting the minus in, I went way back to show the whole map of the U.S.
You're going to go back in a little.
Yeah.
Show how to add that marker again, just so I know where to start.
Remember, you're going to go back to this icon. Boom.
Back up. And now we get our add marker. And we're going to turn into a plus sign and come over here and click somewhere near Chicago. Cool. And then we're just going to write Chicago, Illinois, and go through the same process again.
And then comma, IL for Illinois. And then we're going to go ahead and
Yep, go ahead and click save. And then we will start adding our images.
Yeah.
We're not going to do that all again, but hopefully that's a better explanation.
and that's that image, the first one, the skyline, and the second one's industry. So it's the same thing.
Yep, and in your little caption under either picture about what industry they have and why it's important. So our next thing we're going to look at, our third thing, go ahead and click there. Now we went over this in class as well. This is where we're going to study the U.S. regions. So if you click on the second slide, you will see a hyperlink. And that link will take you out to
U.S. regions.
a map that I've already made for you.
And it takes a moment to load up.
Yeah.
And you can see the regions. There's 7 regions. They're in different colors. You can see Alaska and Hawaii. That's that non-contiguous. And all the regions are over here on the side. So it'll say Alaska, the state.
Yeah, those balloons are what you want.
Yeah. So if I clicked on the red balloon, it says Pacific region. And if I want to zoom in on it, it's going to tell me the, yeah. Yeah.
You can use this as a study tool. Yeah. So now let's head back to the Google Slides where you're going to have your answers. Go to the third slide. Yeah.
So it says anything with a yellow box, you're going to write the name of the region in. So again, you can navigate back to the main map.
Yeah, you can go right back
Just
to the map.
if you forget what region this is, and it's also right in my notes, on the class notes, so it's perfect. So what region is this, Mr. Dawson? So I just click on it, and boom, that's it.
Yeah.
And make sure you're spelling northeast properly. So take your time when you're putting the spelling in. Mr. Wagner's writing swiftly. And then we're just gonna hit enter or save or anything, or we can just go right to the next slide.
We're going to make a copy of this for each of you guys, so you should get your own copy.
And then look down here, this region, you got Florida. As soon as you see Florida, you're thinking not north, but south. So it's going to be southeast.
This is something you can practice, fill this out before you get back to next class. We're hopeful that this video is going to help you just walk through all this again and show you step by step. If you have any questions, Mr. Wagner and I are always available on our email, but we're going to ask that you watch this video before you come to us with questions. So watch this first, please.
Because it's step by step. Remember, just go ahead and experiment, get familiar with it,
Yep.
and you're going to find it's going to be a piece of cake.
Okay, we'll see you next time, folks.
Hey, thanks a lot.